To feel dreadful of the unknown.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Wuthering Waves. We're continuing through the story campaign with our main character here. In the last episode, we came out here with Yang Yang, trying to find out what's going on with this village, and it turned out something pretty awful happened here. We were met by this guy named Scar, who wants to help us figure out what the deal is, and he's having us investigate some things. So, let's continue on with the story. Maybe. Alright, there we go. A crumpled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of diary paper with childish handwriting. Hi, I'm blah. Alright, you can pause the screen and read this if you like. I don't really have a lot of patience for all the extended reading that some of this stuff has, but you can pause the screen here if you want to read that. And you can pause the screen here if you want to read that. It's talking about some birthday stuff, so there you go.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves.
Quite the storyteller, aren't you?
Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many. And each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
You say so. Let's follow the TD or the tacit discord. Okay. I'm still. This is only what, episode 3 or 4 or something like that. The tree branches are loaded with paper slips, each holding a wish from somebody. The words on most of the notes were soaked and no longer readable. Alright, you can pause the screen to read all of this. Doesn't sound like too much nice is happening, but that's that. Another crumpled page from a children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security.
Is that the end of your story?
No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard.
And we just stare at him silently.
What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master?
And we're supposed to say we're all created equal. There should be no hierarchy.
Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals.
That's the truth.
The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
Okay, if you say so. Following. Optional question Scar. Follow the tacit discord to find more clues. Be nice if he moved a little bit faster. Dom. There we go. Crumpled page from a children's book silently resting on the ground.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you.
And we believe in quid pro quo.
I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome.
Yeah, sorry, the world doesn't work
But
that
true
way.
equality is scarce. Always has been. The world was never a fair place.
Agreed.
Would you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. But when they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, that's the truth of the world. There are sheep and there are wolves, and you have to pick which one you're going to be. Most of us are sheep. You found some stains on the wall. As you lean in closer to look, you can make out some blurry text. Words like monster, witch, banisher, and all her fault are written thickly on the wall. Crumpled page from a children's book, silently resting on the ground. Another picture.
The shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did?
They made a sacrifice.
Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses.
Themselves. We are our own worst demons.
Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
The white lambs, because they refused to stand up and stop what was happening.
Brilliant answer. You saw past the obvious. The true culprit was not the shepherd, but the white lambs who chose to follow his rules. The shepherd never forced them into anything. He merely presented a choice, a possibility.
Yeah.
No one would have been killed if they simply refrained from making those wishes. Their greed and indifference were the cause of it all.
Boy, massive parallel to the world today, isn't
My
it?
second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
I mean, they ended up paying their lives.
Of course, as always. Life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
It clearly didn't survive along with all the other lambs. I'm gonna say it was executed because its flock was deceived.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance.
Okay, that's the result I expected.
After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground.
Okay.
How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maidens sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo.
And is that why you became a shepherd yourself?
Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules.
Well, he who fights too long against the dragons becomes a dragon himself.
Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say.
I guess we're fighting now.
Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake
Resurrection
and
point
shiver,
activated.
Blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red.
Oop, missed.
Who's the sweetest one ahead?
I still don't have an intuitive sense of this action combat thing here, but
No hesitation. Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
One with the sounds.
Oh, I got him.
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after.
Alright, are we gonna have to fight him now?
Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle?
Just trying to keep moving for the most part of this.
So
try to avoid as much of the hits as I can get.
Embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lab can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
I don't know what I just did. Seems like he was trying to do something to me and somehow I stopped him. I don't know what I did though. I pressed the space bar by accident, so I'm thinking maybe that had something to do with it.
Rover! Such a pesky girl.
That wasn't too bad. Still trying to, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs of the combat for this game. It's not like most of the stuff I've done.
Rover?
Oh, I guess we're waking up now. It's all in our head.
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
What's about to happen here?
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision.
You don't know me very well then.
In the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them?
Never mind. Let's skip it for now.
Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Well, I broke free from it thanks to you.
Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one?
Probably hiding out of fear.
I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Yes.
Could it be Scar?
That is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before, let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened?
Alright, we tell her the story.
It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual.
And Scar was feeding bits of info.
Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves.
Let's go check it out.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
Another character.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you
Okay,
anticipated,
Sanwa.
Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Okay. So clearly she's not
Over.
actually gone. We're just
Do you
being messed
still have
around
the
with.
plaque we found earlier?
Okay, so I don't even know what this ascending thing means. I'm sure we'll figure that out later. Is she able to level up? Okay, so is she... Okay. I just want to make sure all of our characters are as leveled up as they can be. Okay, cool. Then I guess we're trying to go that way? It's annoying. Oh, wait. I don't remember how to change that. Crap. I don't remember... I don't remember how to change the... Because there's a... Oops. We're trying to get up there. I saw a... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, it didn't let me do it. Alright, sometimes that's a little bit difficult. It wants me to get up there, but I'm really screwing this up. Okay, there we go. I tried to go too high up.
We can piece them together now.
Okay. And there we go. Place the wooden plaque here. We place the plaque on the stone soon after something. I went that for once it went too fast for me to read it.
The water is going down.
Interesting.
I can't believe it. There is such a big... I can't believe...
Go
can't
deeper into the
believe it.
cavern.
There is such a big opening down here. That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here?
Not sure how you got that out of what she just said. And again, we have to wait for the slow-moving NPC character.
Where did it go?
Alright, you can pause the screen if you'd like to read about all of that. And again. And again. And again. And again.
That girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now?
Sure.
Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But the villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end. My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again.
It's okay.
I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again, but I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it.
Oh, I'm with you.
Really? Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. I'll compile a report on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've gathered. Yes, let's go back. Together.
Okay. So we finished Act 3, The Ominous Star. And we're starting, I guess we're starting Act 4? I don't know. I'm having a hard time following that. Accumulate Union XP to increase Union level. Oh, okay. I'm guessing this is the how they pay for the game part of it. In the guidebook, you can check out the recommended quests for your level. Union XP can be claimed based on the daily... Okay. Okay. So where do they want me to go now, though? Oh. We're getting a phone call. What's up?
Here's the thing. We could really use your help with this ongoing case. We've been getting a lot of missing persons reports recently. Nobody ever saw those people assaulted or anything. They just vanished. Some of those people are even resonators, or they've served in the military.
Well, they might be connected.
Since you're always coming and going from the city, can you help me watch out for anything weird or suspicious?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Know I could count on you. Ring me up when you spot anything sus, yeah? Later.
We received a message right after hanging up. Solitary visitor in the city, feeling weighed down the burdens of the past. Is there someone we should see you again? We at the society, come join us, and blah, blah, blah. They want us to come hang out with them. Okay. Companion story, Ian Lynn.
The
Or
Seance
Ian,
Society.
however you say that.
I've never heard of them before. They said they have a solution? But how?
Okay, I guess this is the
very
direction that we're
suspicious.
supposed to go.
No matter how I look at it. Guess I'll just go and see for myself.
All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click the join button, check out the list of options available there. Decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership, but would still like to help out with the channel, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.